Hello everyone. Say goodbye to draws. Play India's new 68 square giraffe chess. Only win or lose, no draws. Let us watch most exciting best of 12 games tournament from Giraffe Chess Academy, Anjaneyapuram, Produttur, Andhra Pradesh, India between Nagarjuna versus Aravind. Whoever wins 7 games first is the winner of the tournament. Now, let us watch Game 4 of Best of 12 Games tournament between Aravind versus Nagarjuna. So far, 3 games successfully completed. Aravind won 1 game and Nagarjuna won 2 games. So this is the 4th game. Now both players are ready to play. Then Aravind is playing on white side and both of them had taken shake hands and adjust their pieces. Yes, it started. Aravind started his first move pawn to e4, then immediately Nagarjuna pawn to d5. Then pawn captured pawn at d5 by Aravind. Then immediately queen captured pawn at d5. Then knight jumps to f3. Then bishop to e6. Then knight to c3. Then queen to d7. So far 4 moves very fastly completed between them. Then knight jumps to d3. Let us see Nagarjuna turn. He won 2 games and Aravind so far 1 game. And today he is playing Aravind on white side. Then knight to a6. Giraffe captured bishop at e6 and Giraffe captured Giraffe at e6. Both lost their bishop and giraffes and one pawn so far. So both of them are very good giraffe chess coaches. They have so much experience in Produttur, and now the turn is what is the best move. Then queen to d8, then pawn to d4, then pawn to f6. Nagarjuna Aravind jumps his knight to g4. Now Nagarjuna turn. So you are watching India's new 68 square. Knight jumps to h6. Only win or lose, no draw. It is giraffe chess. Now bishop captured knight at h6. Then pawn captured bishop at h6. Then pawn to d5. Let us see Aravind how he will equalize or he may lose today. Then giraffe jumps to back to d9, same position. Then bishop to b5 and check to black king. Then pawn to c6. That is the only option. Yes, he moves pawn to c6. Then pawn captured pawn at c6. Then giraffe captured pawn at c6. So in giraffe chess, all of you know very well, it is so much popularizing, promoting by IGCF, International Giraffe Chess Federation, Produttur. Then queen to e2. It is having 68 squares. 2 giraffes are added. They too will jumps 3+1 or 1+3 format. It is very easy to learn. Knight jumps to c7. We can win in giraffe chess 4 ways. Checkmate win. Stalemate is also a win, not a draw. Then whoever kings moves opposite end when only kings left on the board. Then bishop to c4 by Aravind. So crowning win. Only kings left. Whoever kings moves opposite end, giraffe squares is the winner. And no capture in 50 moves. Then last capture is the winner. Those are the only 4. Then giraffe jumps to f5. No threefold repetition allowed in this. Then queen to e4. So simple rules. That's why this game is so much popular in Produttur town in Andhra Pradesh, Kadapa district. Giraffe captured bishop at c4. Then queen captured giraffe at c4. Good move. Both players. Pawn to e5. Then rook to d1 by Aravind. Now it's turn to Nagarjuna. He moves his queen to c8. Aravind is taking good time. Then queen move to e4 and check to black king. Sorry, queen move to a4 and check to black king. Now he has options to escape check. He can move king, Nagarjuna. Then you can move pawn also is there. Then pawn moves to b5. Remove check. Yes, knight captured pawn at b5. Then he too have option to capture same knight with knight. Let us see what he will do. I think that is the only option, or so far that is the only thing is there. Yes, he captured with knight, but b5. Then queen captured knight at b5 and check to black king. Then black king, Nagarjuna is in check. Yes, he moved king to f7. He removed check by moving his king to f7. Then queen to d5 and again check to black king. This time king moved to g7. Removed check. Now queen is advancing. So then giraffe jumps to e3. Now Nagarjuna turn. Then he captured with the queen knight at g4. Good capture by queen. He too attacking. So far Aravind attacked with his pieces. Now Nagarjuna, he opened his queen. So let us see what he will do. There one option is there for Aravind. He can capture rook at the end at a8. So there we can find. Yes, he captured rook at a8 with the queen. Then bishop to b4 and check to white king. Then he can escape. Yes, he moved pawn to c3. Then rook captured queen at a8. What a superb. Then pawn captured bishop at b4. Then queen captured pawn at g2. Unnecessarily Aravind lost. Then king to e2. Now Nagarjuna turn. Then king moved to f7. Rook to g1. That is a good move. Queen is in threat. So where it is going to be moved? Nagarjuna must remove his queen from there. Yes, he moved his queen to c6. Safe side. He protected. But Aravind lost his good queen at a8 by the rook of Nagarjuna. Now you are watching India's new 68 squared giraffe chess. Pawn to h4, pawn to e4, then pawn to h5, queen to c2 and check to white king, then king to e1. He removed check very wisely by Aravind. Now let us see, so far 30 moves over between them. Now Nagarjuna turn. If Aravind wins today, it will equal 2-2, or if he lost, then that number will be more. So this is a very good time to win, Aravind. So Nagarjuna, he moved his pawn to f5. Now Aravind, he jumps his giraffe to h4. Now Nagarjuna turn, giraffe with the white giraffe, no threat anywhere. Then he is having queen, Aravind side. Then what he can do there, one pawn is there, nothing is support to the pawn, so he can capture the pawn. I think that is the only way, or that side or this side. Yes, he captured pawn at b2, then rook to g7 and check to black king. Then king escapes by moving king to f6. Then giraffe jumps to e3, again check with giraffe. Black king check now. Let us see. Continuously two checks from white side. So clever checks from the Aravind. So what he will do? He can capture rook at g7. Yes, with king he captured rook at g7. Then giraffe captured queen at b2. He lost the queen. Oh my God. Nagarjuna lost his queen with that. But he took rook, king to f6. Now let us see. Aravind, pawn to f4. That is also good move. Then Nagarjuna turn. So far 35 moves. Then rook move to b8. Then pawn to a3 by Aravind. Then pawn to a5, 2 steps. Then giraffe jumps to c5 and check to white black king. With giraffe, check to black king where it can move. King can move f6. That is the only way. Yes, he moved to f6. Then giraffe captured rook at b8. Then giraffe captured giraffe at b8. Rook to d8 by so fast move from the Aravind. There giraffe is having threat. Black giraffe. So much advantage for Aravind to win. He is having the rook, but black side Nagarjuna only pawns, one giraffe and king. So pawns also cannot able to move further. So it is a big thing. So far 40 moves over. And the giraffe is hanging there. So where he can move? Yes, giraffe jumps to e7. Now Aravind, he can capture pawn at a5. Then giraffe captured pawn at f4 and check to black king, white king, king to e2. What a superb comeback by the Aravind in this game. Then king to e2. There is some illegal that side. So Aravind, he is having very decent win today. Then pawn captured pawn at a5. Then he to capture pawn at b4. Then king to d6. then rook to a8, then king to d6, rook to a7. Now Nagarjuna's turn. Let us see. Definitely this game is fair chances to win. King to c6, king to e3. Now Nagarjuna turn. So definitely a big win for to equal in best of 12 games Aravind with this game win. So he's having rook and 2 pawns. Rook is wider mobility. Then giraffe jumps to c3. Then he can have chance to capture the rook at pawn at h7. Definitely he will capture. Why? Because of rook. That is the advantage. So good. Yes, he captured rook at h6, h7. Sorry. What a great comeback by Aravind. Then king to e5. Then rook capture pawn at h6. Then pawn to f4 and check to white king. Then king to e2. Then pawn to king to e3. Pawn to f2. Then Nagarjuna turn, where he moves. So much close battle. So both players playing end game. King to e5. Now giraffe. Then king to rook to c6. Then king to f4. Definitely will capture giraffe at c3. Then king to g4. No other way. Rook is there in g3, one illegal. Then king to g4 and pawn move to h6. Pawn move to e3, then captured by the rook at e3. Then pawn to, then promoted and captured immediately. Then king to pawn to h7, king to g6. Then pawn is promoted at the queen. Then king to g5, queen to f8. Yes, king to g4. Queen to move to f3 and check. King to h4. Then queen to g3. Then pawn to rook to e6 and stalemate win to Aravind. So with this win, Aravind, he won 2-2. So both games are equalized in best of 12 games. Superb stalemate win at the end. So by the rook. Congratulations, Aravind. Let us wait and be ready to watch game 5.